But on FaceTime, sometimes the neighbors like to come out and watch, so that's a plus. That's what everybody wants to do. Wrong, and I just don't feel like I don't know. Gerard told me to do stuff like that, but that's a lot of work and effort and time, and then you got to stone. I can teach you how to survive the woods. I just don't know how to operate fucking YouTube.
Well, a lot of people waste time, not waste time, but a lot of these big accounts, all kinds of special effects. So it's like your cell phone is just so easy to point and click. Anybody can do it now.
Your biggest issue would be storage of all the footage, and then compiling the order of whatever you want to be in the
photo. I gotta figure out how to update the new photos to the settings here, but I'll show you. He emerged out of the water and chased me down the slough. It was trying to fight something like that, but it was a lot of fun to see. I wish I would have cut the video for you guys.
Lion is so fierce. It's just amazing seeing like the king of the jungle face a huge alligator and create like a standoff while it's drinking water.
I'm always impressed watching cats deal with snakes, like the quick reflexes that they have. Scarlett, are you away from the computer? Or your phone? Okay. Talk later.
Scarlett is very creative. She's doing like transition music from one room to the next. She's such an auspicious and beautiful hostess. Clothing, choices or his style or gravitas or presence.
Sure, he's very stylish.
What? 9?
Jordan Peterson, he's I don't know, he's kind of not a bad looking guy. He's kind of zaddy material. He puts himself, he dresses well in public. He's well groomed.
Tendencies, I think. The art of the wall tells me he's a fucking weirdo.
I don't think he's with either now. I think they've distanced themselves from him because of some of the controversy surrounding him.
Wait, did you say you think Jordan Peterson is going to jail?
Oh yeah.
Aggressive liberal Canadian journalist. I mean, you got to give him credit. Like he literally springed off of he's about to lose his position at the university. He resists against pronouns, and in that small little effort, goes forward and creates like $1 billion, communication business basically.
Well, I don't know if that much credit. I don't think he's like crazy smart. I think he's just dumb crazy. He becomes really big on the political stage, and you have the idiots going around saying, "Oh, just make your bed and you'll be a successful human being." Like that doesn't mean you'll be a successful. Leave it to Beaver kind of family. I mean, the guy is just a fucking walking joke, and he's done nothing that is original. He's all deleting his fund accounts and all this other shit because nobody wants to really get involved with him. So I think he's a joke, and people that quote him or live by him.
Peterson?
Yeah, the fucking Canadian bitches were with a truck a few times.
Yeah, but they may not know where his information. I mean, it's only because I'm just saying it. He's got his place in the. You could call it like the podcast, Olympus or something.
career, and then I think the things that he's very popular over are very basic things. I think Maps of Meaning is something that I think everyone should read. And then 12 Rules, like I read it, and there's some good points to be made, but I think we shouldn't organize our society like lobsters. I think some of the stuff he talks about is just dumb. For whatever reason, he's been able to take important ideas and communicate them to people that wouldn't be able to connect with those ideas. He makes good ideas accessible.
Because you're such a beautiful and intelligent person who has, done a lot of Jordan Peterson rooms on this app. So, Scarlett, tell us about Jordan Peterson and what he means to you.
When she does, we're all in for a treat.
She's getting a bit right now. We haven't figured it out.
Whenever I see a guy with hair plugs, and I'm not knocking you if anybody in this room does have, hair grafts or hair plugs, but I can always detect it right away, just like a wig, when you see that perfectly straight hairline and it just looks like, it's been stitched in. But as a bald man, every time I see somebody with, looks terrible, well, then you're a fool because you might as well be bald. But if it looks, pretty good and it's holding in, and I don't know, I find people that are obsessed with,
John, listen, if somebody's got a challenging hairline, and mine, as I'm aging, is becoming more challenging, you just get a fucking hat. What I do now is I get a skin fade and I wear a fucking ball cap. That's what I do.
Okay, I have a strong opinion on this, and it sounds like a counter opinion, but I actually think that hair plugs on some guys are really great. And I'm talking about the new ones, and I know that there are people who overdo it with the super straight line. But if you're just adding, if you're 32 and you're already, everything's gone, or it's going back, the widow's peaks are going to, problematic territory. I've seen some guys fill it in a little bit with the new style, and if they get a good doctor, it's just adding a little bit extra. I put it on the same, a hair plug for a guy done well is, to me, also the same for a really good nose job on a woman. That can just really change something, and it doesn't mean you're going down the whole cosmetic surgery rabbit hole or anything. I don't know. The few guys I know that have gotten them, and these are early balding, and they're pretty young, I think it really boosted their confidence, and they look pretty good.
I wish I could go bald. I really do. I have thick fucking hair that will never go away. But I wish I could go bald. It saved me every 2.5, 3 weeks to get a haircut and a shave. What is it? It used to be $20, which was well spent, and then you would leave a tip of another $20, so you spend $40 for the day. It is now $45 just for the haircut without the shave, because thank you fucking COVID. And you no longer get the cup of coffee that you sit down with the barber with. And then I come down to Texas, and everything is ran by Asians, and they are like, oh, do you want your feet done? But they won't give me a fucking shave. I just don't get it. So now I'm really hoping to go bald, and I've done the shave the head thing. It grew back, and it's thicker now more than ever, so I'm not fucking doing that shit. And I had it bald.
Hey, Brian, just get dreadlocks, Brian. You gotta wear
I had the
Dreadlocks.
braids when I was a kid. I had the fucking braids going down.
Well, I gotta say, as a bald man, not having a barber in my life and being able to shave my head, and do all my beard grooming myself, I would hate to have to go to the barber every 2 weeks. What a waste of time.
Well, no, but John, let me explain. So I now do pretty high and tight skin fade, and more than I do, because I don't even drink alcohol. But you get a glass of scotch in the package, and you get a haircut, and you get a beard trim. They do a really good job with the beard trim. But the other thing is they'll do and Brad, don't give me too hard of a time on this. They will clean up the nose hairs for me. They'll wax my nose hairs. They'll wax my eyebrows. They'll wax my ears. As you get older, these problems become more prevalent. And so when I get out of there, and you gotta remember, I don't have much hair. I got a skin fade, and then my beard is pretty.
that's what they're going up to. It's just if you want an extra service,
was thinking, what if the person that got shaved before me with the same razor, what if they had hepatitis or something like that? And I know that you can clean these razors, but like if you knew that they had hepatitis, wouldn't that make you feel a little gross?
Yeah, I never thought of that. Heat that up so it's not like hot steam on it because you're not just putting a cold blade to your shoulder, your skin. And they've already like removed the infections from it. I mean, you're also talking to a guy who cauterized his own wounds when he cut his leg out in the field. I stitched up my own self and I just poured whiskey over it. And that was about the first aid kit that I did. I just took a hot iron and just melted it.
Listen, I like, the more you overthink these things, you can change behaviors. And I'm to the point where I'm ruined even in restaurants. Like, for example, once I started thinking about like all of the gross people that have put forks and spoons in their mouth at a restaurant, I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to like eat off of the silverware in a restaurant anymore. And so now like it shapes the way I order. I'll actually order things that are finger food because I would rather pick up the food with my hand than put one of their filthy fucking forks in my mouth.
You guys do know, like, you're not going to die from it. I mean, maybe there's a couple diseases out there. If I fed you, like, foxglove, perfect killer, because you're going to die for at least 8 hours, and then you'll have, like, a stroke, a seizure, and a fucking heart attack all at once. But, I mean, it's just the
mouth and how those forks are entering their mouth, and then when you come back a few days later, you might get the same fork that they had.
So let me tell you something. I'll eat fruit that I pick off of trees. I forage, I'll grab berries. I'm fully well aware that there's probably a dog or a deer or a buck or about it at this time. I mean, you are.
It's not about whether you die or not. It's the psychological. Like, I want you to next time. I just want you to think about it and see if it ruins it for you the same way that it's ruined it for me. Go find disgusting people in a restaurant and watch them put a fork in their mouth, and then think to yourself how many times you've eaten in that restaurant, and just think of what are the odds you're going to put the fork in your mouth that went into their mouth.
And God knows the dishwasher works hot as fuck.
I worked in the food service industry as a server for about 10 years. And you might be surprised at the number of people who feel the same way Mojo does, and they would bring their own silverware to eat. And also, Brad, to your point, when I was in college, I had a professor who bragged about eating rolled
broken. No, all right, well then I'm fucking taking this fucker home, and we're gonna have venison. I mean, you know, or whatever.
I think there's a high correlation between people who don't use silverware at restaurants and also don't get experimental Pfizer, Moderna, J&J vaccines.
That's a good one. I gotta ask Scott Jones a question. Scott, do you think you can come by and join, perhaps even co-mod in the Rational Discussion Group? I cannot leave Gary, dude. Well, hold on. We need a Trump impression on our stage. We're missing that right now. We don't have somebody that can impersonate Trump. I know. I cannot leave Gary. Well, let me tell you the benefits that we offer. We have chat remaining open. You don't have to download the Facebook, and not only that, we're the fastest growing house on all of Clubhouse. Don't you want to be part of something that's growing?
I love it.
And Serendipity said she'll dance on a pole for you, so there you go.
Not to, no pun intended.
Well, what if you double dipped? Because we start our rooms.
I hear the Roger speaking. That was fantastic. Okay, Roger, let me tell you something about global warming, okay? The only warming is caused by illegals, okay, when they barbecue the dogs and the cats, that kind. The only heating up is caused by the eating of the dogs and the cats, okay? We love that.
I don't know how to find that clappy emoji, but if I could, that's the one I would use.
I want to ask Scott, did you write that joke yourself, or did you steal it? That is great.
This is just something original I came up with. This is stuff I did. You can just do what you think, dude.
Well, that's why we need you, because you are quick on your feet, man.
Scott, can you at least do this the next time time you're in the critical thinking forum, can you at least give a mention of the rational discussion?
I might do that.
Like maybe make it a habit of just going, and you can even be playful and you can talk about how the critical thinking forum. Yeah, you can. Well, I'd love for you to say how the critical thinking forum is a more elevated room, and that if people are interested in lowbrow content, there's an alternative, or maybe you could just say some very disparaging remarks about the rational discussion group.
I might do that.
I would welcome them.
Roger, only text you something like that. So, keep you posted.
Yeah. It sounds dirty, but it's open.
This is an illustrious stage.
It is. I'm telling you, Scott. We have the ladies. We have Nye. We have Dippity. We have Paige. We have Shirley. We have Scarlett. We have Beth. I haven't seen Beth on the stage in a minute. We have Kristen, who is definitely growing on me. We've got them all. We have ladies in here. Why are you in rooms where it's like men that are over the age of 70? And
Merrill's.
Well, and listen, if I had to critique that room, it's like 15 minutes of just like the most boring shit, and then after that, then it's like, now we're gonna go to Monsef. It's like it's you can't possibly find that entertaining, Scott.
People love them. It's a hot room.
Monsef?
Mindset. I love mindset.
People don't have access to rooms.
And now we hand the mic to Monsef.
I thought you were a Gary fan. You're always very respectful of Gary.
I like Gary, but there was a rift. There's a disturbance in the forest. Anson Burlingame doesn't feel comfortable anymore in there. And so Anson helps to lead our discussions in the rational discussion group.
I find Anson very cute.
I think Anson is a national treasure. He's like the grandfather that you wish you had. And when Anson and Shirley are on the stage, I feel like we're tapping into the classiest people on all of the app.
Gary Baumgarten has a YouTube channel, and it's from like 15, 17 years ago, and it's amazing because it's like recorded on an old Windows. He's screen recording his broadcasts, but I think people like it because it's like, it feels like a news broadcast on Clownhouse. And I think even by turning the chat off, restricting that feature, really forces you into that conversation. So, I mean, I know.
Yeah, you have to sit through 15 minutes of Monsef.
Scott, you should definitely come to this room, 5 minutes, 10 minutes prior, or moderate discourse, and help warm the room up, and then quickly jump back to Gary's room.
Well, I will say it's becoming the hottest room on all of Clubhouse. It's the fastest growing house, the rational discussion group. In fact, after the second room, it's got over 600 people. 600 people after only 2 rooms. So it's growing at a very, very fast following.
Why don't you pin the link to the room so everybody can join it right now, and then after you join it, go into the house and then click invite people, because yesterday I was inviting people to that house, and all of you right now can also invite your closest friends and contacts to that room or to that house.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think what I'm going to try to do is get Meryl to come over to the rational discussion group. I think she was exiled by Gary. There's a growing group of people that were exiled. We need to bring Howard, who is like, I think Howard was the heart and soul of the critical thinking forum, and ever since he's been demodded, I think that it's really gotten down the shitter. And why is there no chat? Why do you have to download fancy? The other thing is discipline, right? Gary's pretty good. He shows up, he opens the room at 1:55, and he starts to open the room at 1:50. We open 5 minutes earlier than Gary opens.
Well, I think Gary do that chat like that because it's like a continuous thing. Like it's like once you in the room, the chat is gone. I think it's like one thing podcast, shit.
What have heard David Garcia in every season of Clubhouse? Like, David Garcia might be the most repetitive person on the history of Clubhouse saying those things. They've been repeating that line for 4 years. It's like they're really well.
Oh, Aaron, you mean the guy who discovered that he was Jewish descent only October 8th on Clubhouse?
That's not true.
That's not true, Brad. No.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt. Our friend Scott has a podcast that he runs on Facebook. Go over to Facebook. Well, I know, but some of us aren't. But if you support him on Facebook,
Shirley, you plugging Facebook is exactly the reason why nobody's gonna fucking go over there. It's a demographic thing. It's a demographic thing. Look,
I understand.
Scott
I am plugging Scott.
So Scott has an open invitation to show up to the Rational Discussion Group space anytime he wants. We will welcome them.
And he hates that. He hates it. He hates Scott.
I don't think, but we do like Scott. Does anybody think that that's good entertainment?
No. Not at all. If I go there now, sorry.
Well, and then they don't allow pushback either. Like, you have people that'll get up there and they'll make the claim that ICE agents are getting paid.
Gary runs his room the way he wants to do it, as we all do. But I do notice that
Gary do the stuttering fucking old monkey man fucking bullshit that he does, spewing it, and then he raises his voice and thinking somehow or another he's the voice of people, realize that he's not, and he's just as bad as Meryl. Both are screeching fat old hoes that should have probably been dead a long time ago. Too bad COVID didn't take them.
Yikes. I mean, it's just a room. It's not that like it's just like Jane said, they were in one state for that, and I think they also chat with each other on Facebook, and it's a thing that's been going on for a while. I think it's sweet. You're gonna hear people's perspectives, and if it leans one way or the other, I don't really care. But
But you gotta shut off everybody.
Okay, Brett, I'm talking. I'm backing you up.
Okay, well, you interrupted me to say you're talking.
Yes, I heard. Okay.
Dane, again, I don't need the fat, obese, fucking blue-haired twit to fucking chime in.
Be nice.
not me. Not me.
Okay, I'm talking at the same time. I'm talking.
I don't care if you're talking. You cut me off.
Well, I'm going to talk.
Somehow thinking I'm talking, then you scroll
Call somebody. I don't
give a fuck what you have.
It's Miss Shirley. Jesus. Brian, you're being a little wackadoodle.
Okay, I was gonna say, even though
Hey,
Brad
I'm
played a
talking.
harsh,
You just be shush. You like how that feels?
what I
Don't
was
hug me.
saying.
I'm not your fucking son. I'm not your fucking husband. We wouldn't be married. Don't fucking hug me.
Okay, I'm gonna finish my sentence. I'm a retarded grandmother, and it's not nice. Okay, there was what I was gonna say. Yeah, no, I can totally understand if that's your experience. I haven't seen that, so I'm sorry.
Brad, do you think that? Oh, go ahead, Jane.
Pardon me, John. Pete, would you do me a favor real quick and let everybody know that I don't have blue hair. Brad has miscast me on this app for 4 years. I'm kind of tired.
You could be a man for all I care. You think I give a damn?
Yeah,
No, I
absolutely.
don't.
Hold on, I don't know what's happening. Hold on, everyone. What's going on here?
Not a life coach, idiot.
What's Joe?
With a fucking teddy bear and a fucking puppy kitten because God forbid rainbows and Skittles don't fall in their fucking laps. Fucking morons. Like, holy shit. Who gives a Gary's a fucking old twat.
sounds a lot more peaceful.
Ladies, did y'all move, Brad?
You know, Point, you're a real jerk, Point. You're coming in. No, you should kick Point and tell him about your Jew hate and why you hate the Jews so much, Point.
Move down. Which twat waffle? Which twat waffle? Which fucking coasting fucking cow moved me down? Oh, it must have been Monica, Beth, Kristen. Which one were you? Lopez?
I moved
I
you.
what? Are we fucking back?
Break from most.
So I can go on.
No, I don't have no right to be creative. The only time that I hear you be creative, like that's like when you try to be creative and
touch people with AIDS to fucking take in his fucking nut.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, no white-on-white violence in the muff, please. No white-on-white violence in the muff.
I think people just come here for the dopamine every morning.
There are so many rooms that.
Clear, I did not move you, Brad. Okay, it was not me. Thank you.
Hold on,
Right,
Tina, what was that? I said I was going to stay out of white folks' business today. I said I'm gonna be the spook. I'm gonna stay out of it, but y'all leave Brad alone, okay? Leave.
I can go through this phase. We can go through and pack one up. You got a fucking crazy fat fucking lady down there that's like, oh, I'm just somebody. I hate Trump. I'm just a fat cow who looks like I have herpes for a face.
No,
Like,
Brad,
I mean, then you got Jane. Like, who's next? Who wants it? You want the fucking faggot from Canada? Or how about Scott? You want me to go on Scott, the creepy fucking minister that's talking about sex all day long? Do you want me to go on that?
Brad, I'm for you. Wait a minute, Brad.
we're not doing that,
Let's
Brad.
not attack the ladies too hard. I am pro-woman, so let's not attack the ladies too hard. But I got.
You want me to leave dude alone, the Canadian cunt?
But if y'all give Brad a hard time, ladies, he's got the right to kind of to snap back. Okay, so I agree. My mic is open. It's fine.
Yeah, we know you're always open. The problem is no one's putting that fucking hole closed. Like, no one is going to get
My nudes. Yeah, Brad, stop. Get out of my back channels and don't ask me for nudes again. Have some respect. Have some respect and decency.
Yeah, I doubt anybody's asking for nudes from you. I bet you're trying to give them away for free, and people are like, yeah, I'll pass.
Stop. What are you doing? What are you
Yes,
doing?
stay in my back channel.
Try to act like a tough guy when reality is 120-pound fucking herpes syphilis fuck.
Yeah. So
Why are you muting me? First off, I was talking. Why is your fat ass muting me? You can't even obey your own fucking rules? Like, what is the problem? Do we need to roll?
okay. I'm
In fact, this
yeah,
is
so
muted, and then
what-
she was probably the one that put me down and all that
we
shit.
can do this all day long.
I can do this all day. Oh, you know why? Because I have the day off. My meeting schedule's cleared.
Hold on, Brad. One of the rules of the house, Brad, don't interrupt the mod. So one mic on Kristen, please, sir.
So I was just wondering if that was something that we were going to do today. Yeah, so what happened was Shirley and Brad started talking at the same time. And then there was like some kind of to-do about who talked first. And this thing has kind of happened, and then you got angry, and then you said some really unkind things about Shirley. And that's not going to happen. Especially
What, the mummified dust queen who, like, literally should have fucking just, like,
He
passed
didn't
off,
hurt
like,
you.
Golden Girls? I don't give a fuck.
She
I don't
didn't
give a
say
fuck. So wait,
about
I
you.
have to be kind to a fucking racist, bigoted old fucking dust mop. But somehow or another, she can come up and go, I'm speaking and talk down, and I'm supposed to somehow add that? No, fuck that. I would have slapped her back when she should have been.
Okay, let me explain that. Well, let me explain to you what happened.
One mic.
I don't want you to explain what happened. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is on what happened. I know what happened. I was there. You want to run your fucking life?
Get rid of him.
Or get rid of Jane. Like, she should have been aborted. She's pro-abortion. Want her out. Rape her, dump her in the fucking river. I don't give a fuck. Jesus Christ.
We're calling ice on Brad right now. Hold on.
No, we are not. No. Brad. Oh, Lord. I think I'm going to take Roger's advice. I know he said take your own silverware, but I think I'm going to walk through the restaurant I'm about to go to and lick everybody's silverware. They continue to eat off of it.
Down Patrol starts with a Celsius. Health is wealth, baby.
Just try out your silverware.
Well, I got a question for the mods, for Nye up there. What do you think about Point? Why does this Jew hater white guy who pretends to be a black woman on this app get a pass? Look at that PTR. Do you think it's cool that he uses a white guy who is, you know, a trans Free Palestine activist? Do you think it's cool that Point uses the photo of a black woman?
John, please.
I'm just asking. Do you think it's cool? I don't think it's cool.
No, I don't. No, I've experienced Point in other spaces. I've been told that Point is either a method actor or a troll. We're not sure. I know Point is a character, like many of us on social media, especially this app. So, yeah, this is a mild version of Point anyway, but I'm used to Point's. I've gotten used to Point's shenanigans.
Just ask Point, you know, her or his opinions on Free Palestine, and you'll get exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm asking you, it's probably a white guy who is a homosexual who's using the photo of a black woman. How does it make you feel as a black woman knowing that a white gay guy is, you know, essentially LARPing and co-opting your identity?
So you just John formulate a question to me? That would
No, I'm just asking.
I don't know, John. You're asking stupid shit based on a guy with a yellow scarf on his head who gets no ass from women. And then Brad is in my back channels asking
for you. Nor do I give a fuck what Kristen thinks, nor do I give a fuck what the dirty little fucking Shirley does. I don't give a fuck what dude, and I sure as hell know Jane looks like a dog's ass shaved and taught to walk backwards. That we know she looks like, because I can see her fucking PTR from here. So, like, again, you guys want to come?
Point, are you a white gay man cosplaying as a black woman, or
it's a white guy that's a fucking that's been doing this for years.
Somebody.
And you're laughing, Brad. You need to stay out of my back channels asking for nudes. Just because I'm on TV doesn't mean you can ask me for nudes.
But
somebody gives a fuck what you think. Somebody gives a fuck what you think on Clubhouse is a free app. That's on Clubhouse is a free app. That's why you're on it. But you're a loser. A loser. That's why you're on it. But you're a loser. A loser. A loser on a free app. Trying to. You're not a judge. You're not judging.
You're projecting. Projection alert. Projection alert. Projection alert. You're projecting. You're projecting. You're not black. You're a white guy who's gay, and you're co-opting a black woman. It's racist. It's sexist. It's bigoted. And I'm not transphobic. I'm not transphobic. Stop it.
Thank you.
Stop accusing me of being transphobic.
I muted everyone so we can have some talk to, you know, quell the chaos, please.
Hey, man, let me say this.
Yes, nobody interrupt Hakima. That's one of the rules of the house.
I'm not a closet racist. I'm a closet trans.
You see, one of the things that I like about In the Month is that this room is one of the few rooms on this app that attracts a cast of characters. And whether we agree with these people and their points of view and like them or not, I find them quite entertaining. And then
let's see, you got Ann who's showing her pussy to more guys on this app than anybody else on fucking even OnlyFans. You've got, let's see, who else is up there?
No, we're not going to be nice.
Oh yeah, I can be.
Ann, you can get rid of them. Do that now. Hold on, ladies. Can I just say something to my fellow co-females? Can we not have a stage full of like-minded, liberal, progressive weirdos, please? Can we have diverse speakers and diverse thoughts and diverse ideas and provocative?
Stage. Hold on a second. Who threw down Brad because he went to the audience and I don't want. So
we got rid of John and we got rid of Brad. No, John's back.
You got rid of John and Brad?
No, I didn't get rid of anybody. I thought I saw John and Brad were moved, but I see John is back.
Yeah, I'm up
I
here.
didn't move them. I'm not gonna call out any. I'm not gonna call out. You know, put spotlight on any mod and say who did this, who did that.
Frank there, Kristen, and you got probably Beth or maybe Ann.
I have no friends other than Scott Jones.
Yeah, I know. I wish you would still
then it would save the world a fucking climate change problem.
Oh,
We get rid of that carbon dioxide off of you.
Why are
we
we
get rid
Not
of it.
commit suicide?
No, but not here.
So again, and you got Kristen with her fucking like giddy laughter again. I mean, we could go through this. I can read this game all day long. Like I got 4 years of material here. Who are you gonna do? You're bring that grow up and try to defend you? That guy is the sink for fucking every woman who's been trying to go through.
One mic.
Keep
Oh,
on.
I've been doing one mic. You can't get the fat
I know.
albums off of
We
that.
can't, and then we can't continue. So
Yeah, you can't continue because you keep opening your mouth.
that Brad
Brad,
can't
Brad,
think or respect other people unless they are
Okay, I don't have to respect you. I don't
So,
really give a fuck what
I
you say
think-
sometimes.
Read the rules, Kristen. Read the rules. I think we need a rule reading.
and I don't have to respect you either, Brad. So
There you
But
go.
I-
All right, then shut the fuck up. Why you keep talking at me? Or about because you have a problem. So here you go. Nobody's going to slap the thigh and ride the wave of it. I am not. I'm not interested.
Okay, let's do a room reset. Yeah, go ahead, Kristen. Let's just kind of move on. Go ahead, Kristen.
and I do want to say this. So the fact that you've attacked everybody, you've it's not just me. You've attacked everybody, and for some reason you think that's okay, and that's just not okay. I really like what you have to contribute.
You had no problem throwing my name out of your fucking mouth, but now you want to cry victim? Fuck you. Fuck the whore that you fucking want to eat. I don't really give a shit about your feelings.
Okay.
Like, what the fuck?
Wait, hold on.
I'm sound a little
Hold on,
triggered right now, Brad.
Brad, can I just say, Brad, please, Brad.
Brad sounds triggered.
Respectfully, I mean this respectfully. I want no smoke or beef with Brad. Brad.
Yeah, maybe.
Just like be able to knock women's teeth down their throats and then just slap it in. Like, let's bring it back.
Jesus Christ, Brad.
Alright, we should have just smoked it, Jay.
Oh my God. It's okay that you think
Somebody
that.
might need to come into John's center today and read some Zen.
Brad, where are the bodies?
I don't need to worry about Zen. What I need to do is
Room is that we don't threaten violence.
Where are the bodies buried, Brad?
Consider that what Brad is doing is performative art and it's literal. He's got you. Like, that's gaslighting. But look at Brad.
Yeah, Brad is on meth again. And the other guy with the yellow headscarf, the little bitch named John, is asking me for news.
Rex on this fucking app. You couldn't even pay prisoners after a life sentence to come fuck either of you. So why are you shutting the fuck up and follow your own rules? I don't give a fuck. You keep moving people down or out of the rooms because they tell you, and you're fucking mindless, midwit, fucking low-level IQ. You're retarded. Like, we get that. You're fucking a retarded fucking person. You have very little to say, and you think somehow you laugh and you get packed up and shit. You get packed up.
Are we in chillism or the month? I'm not sure.
Hey, you know what? If they want to open their mouths and come, and then they want to act like they're the victims, I'm going to make them the victims. I'm going to make them the bitches they are. The little cunts that they want to be, they can get.
I want to know who keeps on bringing.
And Monica, keep moving. This is a house.
Wow, it sounds like the teacher left the room.
Roger's not here. I'm in the top. Okay, y'all bring this bullshit to order because every time y'all start talking, I'm going to play the Game of Thrones theme.
But
You know how we got here.
Kima, no, I literally was brushing my teeth and I came out.
Welcome, Jane, to the Brad Show.
Because we have fat, fucking crusty women whose fucking vaginas, or I should say collection boxes, have more cobwebs than they've seen fucking dick. They haven't been fucking moist in 50 fucking years. Except for Anne's. Like, hers is all over Clubhouse. So the rest of them, I mean, and we all know what that unshaped beaver looks like.
Okay, let's not talk about Anne's vagina, please. Please, Anne.
Again, I can play this game because the tit for tat that your Heffalump wanted to gain up on and try to like throw someone there because it's Shirley, then it's like fucking really.
Okay, hold on. One mic on
I would
Kristen.
love to have your.
One mic on Kristen. One mic on Kristen. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, here you go, Heffalump. Please give us your pearl of wisdom.
KK, so Brad is having a crash out, and it would be awesome to have your assistance.
I'm not Brad's.
Yeah, she's just his internet girlfriend. What do you want her to do?
Says the guy who goes around calling women whores. Oh, look at
Black dick?
she's gonna get a lot of dick. Missionary, he's 69. She's gonna come back.
Share with me what has been problematic or what was in the
I don't think we have to replay it, KK.
issue with Brad. Would you be so kind not to immediately, ask me to just save him or whatever? Thank you. 2 kids from them. So there you go, boy.
My wife is getting banged by Africans? My wife. Oh, so
That's what they said. Yeah, Brad. That's what they said. That's what everyone was
told you. My wife.
The entire stage because everybody's talking over each other and arguing and centering Brad. I just wish, we could just find another topic, stop arguing. If y'all got beef with Brad, if Brad's got beef with the ladies, can y'all please open up another room and just have at it?
I would just like to reiterate that I believe that Clown House is actually a barbecue party. And so the awesome thing about roasting an entire room is you also roast yourself. But, thank you, Brad, because I think you're one of the greatest. I think that it speaks volumes for your strength and capacity for stirring the pot and making a great barbecue party.
I think Brad gives meth a bad name. Meth.
My God. The way that you can switch between both voices and is amazing.
That's not me. That's not me. I'm not a gay. I'm not a white gay guy. I'm a gay. Wait a minute. I'm a heterosexual white conservative male.
Let's settle this right now. Point and Brad and John come off the mic and say something at the same time. Let's see.
Why do I need to say anything at all?
No, I didn't mean Brad. John.
Listen, I will whistle Mozart. While Point sings to you Free Palestine.
You better ask Keegan because, again, Keegan's the cock in the back.
Okay, Point, wait, hold on. No, I want to hear from Point. Point, you go now. No, I want
Point is live streaming my YouTube.
And it's the sound is messing it up.
Oh, wow. Point can actually whistle.
Wait, Point and John are the same person?
Yeah, I heard it. What I call Clubhouse is like a barbecue, just trying to switch the conversation a little bit lighter, please. I call Clubhouse but you already know, it's Las Vegas at 2 a.m. So you're going to get all different loveliness or fucked upness, and then you just have to tolerate each other until you decide to actually leave the elevator. So that's how I describe
Clubhouse meetups.
Yeah, business in Vegas is down 40%. Business in Vegas is down 40%. And Brad's dad on my back channel was asking me for nudes, you little freak.
No, John, nobody gives a shit. I get it. You can't figure out what you are. You're standing on Instagram.
Definitely don't call me John, Brad. That is Point. That is a gay black man who is preaching or a gay white man who's pretending to be a black woman.
You actually record a lot of Point, which is just you. It's yourself.
I don't think you understand, Brad. I have 15 phones pointing at my face right now. Go to my YouTube, and as I'm talking, we can get Point off of his mic, and you can confirm that this bald dome talking to you through a phone is not Point.
We saw that last night, and you were saying some guy was a sexual predator against children, which was really disturbing, even if it's true or not.
What?
Without any, come on, don't act new.
Don't act new. What are you talking about?
Monica,
she's talking about that room from yesterday where
they just entered the room, just look at the chat. Monica, you're not the boss of me. I'm the fucking suit. So then there's.
So you moved her out of the room. So you moved her out of the room. You fucking cunt. I can have the job.
I don't know who keeps moving people, but I think you need to reevaluate your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone modded me for a reason, so I'm sorry for that. I haven't been disruptive. You all have been coming and asking me, and then now you guys are playing little games, and that's disappointing. And then also, people are complaining about Brad calling women names. I get it. He can be harsh sometimes, but you're saying you're complaining that he can be harsh sometimes, but you're saying you're complaining that he called you a cunt. But were you one? Have you continuously been one? Have you been attacking that his wife is deceased? Have you been saying? Thank you for sharing. So there you go. And listen, if you want, I'll share the fucking receipts. I don't have any problem. But when you fuck around.
They boomed the room. They boomed the room. Somebody couldn't take the heat. I'm sure it was Monica. Monica's good at doing that. All right, I hope you enjoyed the Brad show. This is the campaign to elect John Kitover.
Potentially coming up against some of these regulations that you're putting in place? What was that?
Can I say something regarding the title? I think Zionism is more stupid because they heard the truth, they seen the truth, and then they reject the Messiah.
The organization of equity securities takes hold. I mean, that really will ultimately
So
be up to the market.
it's one thing.
Invites. I'm sorry, my phone's working slow.
How would the future for them look?
Hello?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know,
I invited you,
like
Kima.
the situation in the West Bank.
Oh, there we go.
Like they don't have
I invited you
citizenship.
too.
They just being governed by another state.
Wow. That last room was insanity.
Yeah, that was too much.
Y'all should get kicked though. Y'all should get he didn't deserve to say opposite of that.
Yeah, I just don't like kicking people. And plus, I don't know. I don't like moving people unless they're absolutely insane and disruptive. And I get it. Some of y'all might be like, he was being insane and disruptive and very disrespectful. I understand. But I feel like that is who he is. I'm not making excuses, and I'm not. Thank God, Mojo.
No, I'm gonna put that.
Please don't leave again, Mojo. Please.
That room was a shit show. I just could not partake anymore.
Monica had to boom the room.
I have to say, like, if there's people going to disrespect the rooms, the rules, like, that's not okay. So I don't care who you are. If you're going to be disrespecting the rules, you have to go. And characters or otherwise, things like that is just, that's the whole reason why there are rules. So I really like Brad. I haven't seen him freak out like this before. And for him to lash out like that is really surprising. But that, if that's the main cause, that it doesn't matter who you are. If you're freaking out, it's not okay.
Well, also, we just were not going to get control of.
He went way too far a lot of times. Like, and it was unnecessary. We had a good room going. It was a kind of big room. Like, that was unnecessary. Like, he should have got kicked out the room a long time ago.
Well, he did. He did get kicked. He just put.
No, out the room. Not to the group. He got kicked out the room.
Well, sometimes people just need a timeout. And, okay, but somebody kept on bringing him up to the stage, and that's the thing
when you have 20 mods, the thing of it is, I try to respect Mojo's rules, and Mojo's rules are like, if Mojo wants to kick somebody, Mojo can kick somebody. I can move people down. I can mute, the stage, but like I try to respect whatever the house leader, what I know is kind of what their trend is. And Mojo is typically not a remove from the ring kind of guy.
I think the United Kingdom.
So, I want to be respectful of the fact that it's his house. But when a room gets to that point, like, your best bet in that case is just to quit giving them an audience. You just have to leave. Like, that room got a little crazy yesterday.
get control of it. Like at that point, your only option is to leave.
If he had some kind of reason for being up talking to the exact same thing, and he just refused to, like, I don't know, and she wasn't even mean to him. She just did what she always do, like, I'm gonna finish. And she always say,
I did to get thrown down. I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. That's the first in Clubhouse, but all right.
Well, that again, that's another problem when you have 50 mods too. Nobody knows who does what. You know, that was actually one of the things that I liked about that I saw potential in with Chatter was that if you have people in your
like, I will follow the rules, and then when people have an issue, then it's like, okay, who was the bad person? And it's like, I didn't. Oh my God! Like the whole childish throw somebody down because you don't like what they're saying. It's not because I don't like what they're saying. It's because you're not following the rules. It's pretty easy, you know. That was a strategic. That was a strategic thing that I did because I wanted to see if Brad was going to social experiment. I was going to see to what extent Brad's crash out was going to be. I really wanted to see how.
That's his online girlfriend.
Right.
yeah, he wanted to told her. Like, she was on a viewing him. That's all she was.
Horrible social experiment. Well, the whole thing was going to but the thing is, if people are not adhering to the rules and the mods are not adhering to the rules, I'll play my own game. And if you're going to fuck with me and you're going to insult me and I'm not allowed to bring people down to the goo, I'll play my own game.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's just that's why I just had to leave because if you enjoy watching people crash out, I guess, hey, yeah, it's a good time.
No, I don't enjoy it.
I don't personally enjoy watching people crash out. So when it gets to that point, and I just feel like, yeah, there's just not anything you can do to control the room. You don't know who's doing what or when or why or how. I'm just like, yeah, I'm out. Peace out.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I gotta say, when I compare that room to reading a book,
Go ahead, John.
I prefer, listening to an audiobook versus listening to, see, the thing is, for somebody who's never been in a room like this, like, a lot of people here have all these prior connections and prior communications that it's like in their head. So that was a Brad roast. Like, he roasted the room in a Brad way. It's very aggressive roast, but in the process, you self-roast. So this app is like a training simulator for anger management for the listener, for the speakers, for the primary speaker, because like that was the Brad show. Like, he was the center of attention. So I wonder if he'll go back and watch the YouTube clip or the other Clown House room called The Brad Show and listen to himself. I don't think he will, but congratulations. You all helped Brad create his dopamine this morning. Isn't that sweet of you?
John, question for you because you're so into the psychological aspect of this app. John, do you think it's healthy what Brad is doing, even though yes, he's
conversation about the psychological talk, we can do that if that's what you guys want to talk about. Or if we want to pick, Monica's got a swellingly fabulous topic in the title, we can go with the title topic of conversation, but let's just leave names out of it. We all know who's who.
Is Monica Scarlett?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and so that's, I don't know. I didn't until today it was confirmed that KK and Brad are a thing, and I just stay out of stupid shit. So I don't know. And I don't know until people reveal who they are. And that's why I did that. Everybody was being attacked. That's not okay. And even one of the mods was supporting the fact of bringing Brad back up on the stage, and was promoting that, was going against the rules of the house, and frankly abusing their mod privileges.
I'd like to play a brief clip from the previous rooms.
Hold on, John, I'm not done, if you don't mind. And so that's not okay, and I'm not gonna crash out. I'm gonna play a game too. The other thing that I don't understand is is it okay that we let people, and if it is, I'm okay, cool. But is it okay that people go back and forth at each other's throats?
Oh, Kristen, I hope at any point in time I was saying that I thought you behaved wrong or badly in that room. If you thought that I was implying that, I don't want you to think I was implying that.
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, that I was like, oh, you shouldn't have done this, or you shouldn't have done
Normal
that.
means.
Personally, like,
And so that's the
moving
issue.
Brad down was for a timeout wasn't necessarily, a horrible idea, but that by the same token, you have somebody crashing out like that, and then you have the whole stage sitting there, pontificating about it verbally, regurgitating word vomit in front of him. When he comes back up, you're going to get that kind of outburst. I mean, it's human nature. Like, they're all sitting up there pontificating and verbally, regurgitating, oh, Brad, this, look at him crash out. And then you bring him back. Of course he's going to respond, Like I said, that was a no-win situation. And everybody can do what they want to do. Some people really, they love those theatrics. They love to watch the crash outs and the burns. And it's fine. If that's your jam and you find amusement in it, it's okay. But it's not my thing. And when it's reached that point where you can't grab control, I curate my experience here, right? I'm the only one that's responsible for that.
All right, I finally can talk. I really kind of want Nye in here so I can tell what's going on. So, Kristen, KK has me blocked. I'm on her permanent block list. So if I got bounced out of the room, like Clubhouse has been bouncing people out of the room because the new edition has screwed up the app, people are just bounced out the room. I couldn't return. And I couldn't tell you. I couldn't talk. So it's like, we really need a mod chat so that we can have it when these emergency situations come up with different moderating styles. And Beth and Kristen, like, I am sorry that I moved y'all down, but KK haranguing is nothing that I need. Like, I have nothing to say to her, and while she might have a lot to say to me, I'm not really interested.